Welcome to the Pink Room, a space where we keep it real and raw so we can heal and grow. It's your girl Chiamaka, and we're back with another video. Make sure I got my mic right. Sorry, y'all. I'm still learning how to do this. So the podcast version, you might hear a bunch of noises. I'm just trying to figure out the mic. Okay, I think we can work with this. What's up, y'all? Sorry, my energy is not like, what's up, da 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 da. Like, I'm just here today. Today was a little tough. Today was a little hard. The last couple of days, collectively, I feel like there have been moments where it's hard, but today, today was a little bit harder than most. I'm just dealing with having to accept where I'm at and embrace this place. Sorry, y'all, I keep looking at myself instead of looking over here, so bear with me. But and just realizing how important your environment is. Like, your environment matters tremendously when you're trying to grow. Man, whew. Your environment matters tremendously when you're trying to grow. If the place that you're planted in, the place you're planted in is considered like soil, right? It's considered the place where you are rooted in and are able to flourish if it's a healthy environment, or dwindle if it's toxic, dwindle and die. But I also believe that, not everybody has the best of environments or circumstances where they're able to naturally flourish. It's one thing if your environment is a safe, healthy, loving environment and naturally you're able to flourish. Naturally you have that support. Naturally you get that encouragement. Naturally you have that love and that care. And in that you're able to walk out in this world with a different confidence, a level of understanding yourself in a deeper way. Being able to have a positive perspective on things, being able to just be more rooted versus those that grow up in environments where there's a lot more abuse and toxicity and control and dictatorship or neglect. Things that aren't of the most healthiest, codependency, all these different things. Those environments are for lack of a better term, it's a place where people end up, dying. It's a place where people wilt, they don't grow, they don't get to really maximize their potential, they don't get to really flourish in all that they are, and you're just kind of stifled, especially when the rooting or the soil or the place that your environment is, when it's not nourishing you in the most healthiest, loving ways, then you're bound to naturally destruct and die. And, that's not what we want, right? But what I was going to say was, I believe that even though, because not everybody can control the environment that they're rooted in or that they have to work at or live in or be at, whatever, right? But I do believe that we do have some level of control of what we consume and take in. And that can also help us in environments where it's toxic, where it's not, the most healthiest, the most, supportive. And so, listening to sermons, listening to podcasts, listening to uplifting messages or interviews, listening to uplifting music, worship music, or songs that just speak to your spirit. Um, like literally cultivating your own garden, cultivating your own soil as you are trying to grow and develop as a human being, or grow and develop in whatever it is that you're trying to grow and develop in. Um, I think that can help. I believe that actually helps. Now, you still do have to struggle every day with the reality of your environment. So, of course, that does play a part in your growth, but it doesn't have to be the be all end all of your growth. It doesn't have to be the definition of who you are. It can be a part of your story, and I think honestly there's beauty in that because it adds a little grit to your story. It adds a little bit more, you know, relatability, and I feel that a lot more people can connect with, that type of experience or story of someone coming up out of that type of environment versus those that have had it all laid out for them and it's all rainbows and butterflies. And not saying that, those that came out of that type of environment are, not worthy or less than or anything like that, or better than either, but I do get this I don't know, I guess sense of like this person's going to make it, like this person's going to, like, their story is going to do something not only in themselves but for the people around them, because it's a lot of people that, it may not be their living situation, but it may be their job situation. It may not be their job situation, but it could just be their state of mind. It may not be their state of mind, but it could be whatever environment that you find yourself in. It really matters how you use that space and cultivate in that space. So if in your mind it's a war, it's a battle, you deal with depression, you deal with anxiety every day out of your control, because I feel like people try to just snap out of it. Oh, it's not that big of a deal. Like, what you going through is not that serious. Just get over it. It's not that easy. Okay, I'm gonna just let you know that right now. Somebody who's experienced it myself, someone who has studied this, who went to school for this, it's not something you just snap out of. It's not something that you can just put to the side, especially when it's crippling, especially when it's something that you battle with every day. But it is manageable. It is something that you can live with and cope through. So if in your mind that environment is chaotic or destructive or depressing, you got to fill it up with something good. So like I said before, positive messages, affirmations, sermons, worship music, reading a really uplifting book, really just getting out of your head and getting good things into your mind. Or, if you need to have somebody that is more of a support and more of a loving, caring being in your life, whether it's a partner or a friend or a family member, like, going out to lunch with them, just kind of getting out of your head and allowing something good to get into your world. That's a way to have a little bit more control of your mind environment. Or if you live in a place that is not the safest, doing as much as you can to make it what you need it to be, as far as like for me, the pink room. This is what I do to survive. This is my saving grace, being able to get on this camera and share my truth and share my story and give advice and, be all that I am as Chiamaka. It gives me something to live for, and it gives me hope. And being able to have something that I do and so important to and cultivate and, nurture, such as the pink room, it makes my living environment a little bit better. I also try to keep messages on. I try to, read books. I try to talk to my friends. I try to do what I can to make, my living environment safe. And I also try to get out the house. I get out of the house because Staying here can be kind of crazy. Um, but I also remind myself that, it won't always be like this. It's not going to be like this forever. And I hope I'm speaking hope to somebody that may be in a situation, um, and that relates to me, living at home or just living in an environment that doesn't feel safe or feel supportive or feels healthy. um, just kind of busying yourself with yourself. So busying yourself with your purpose, busy yourself with, people that do care about you, busy yourself with things that you enjoy and that you like, busy yourself with just whatever it is that you know that can get your mind out of the reality of your environment. Like create your own environment, right? If it's your workplace, um, having a, maybe cultivating a different perspective of your job. Like, okay, you know what, this may not be the most exciting job in the world, but one thing I can look at it from a positive is that I make my money from it. Or this is just temporary. This is my stepping stone into what I really want to do. Or, you know what, this is not my life. This is just what I come and spend this amount of time, and then it's behind me as I step out of this space. Like being able to have a different perspective and cultivating a new environment in your mind about it. I hope I'm, tying everything together to make sense, because I really do believe that the type of environment that you're in, like I'm trying to make it make sense, or what I'm trying to say is the type of environment that you're in will affect the way that you grow. The type of environment that find yourself rooted in, whatever you're rooted in, you're going to grow in that. So if you're rooted in brokenness and negativity all the time, you're just going to grow more negative and grow more broken. And it's just, you're going to be in just this stuck, stagnant, broken place. But if you are in an environment that's positive and loving and all those things, you're eventually going to become more positive and loving, and experience more joy and more peace. But like I said before, not everybody has that opportunity to be in an environment that's healthy or loving. So you have to cultivate that environment for yourself. Child. Yeah, that's that. I guess this was really for me because it can be hard, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. It can be hard. But, I don't try to, stay down. I always try to remind myself that eventually it would all work out. It would all work out. So, yeah, what you water grows. Whatever you water grows. So if you water and sow into your purpose, you water truth, you water positive affirmations over your mind, you water, your spirit with positive messages and sermons and good things, that's going to grow. But if you water negativity, if you water, toxicity, you water these depressive cycles that you find yourself in, it's just going to continue. Yes, get it all out. Feel what you're feeling. Like, okay, I'm annoyed, I'm angry, you have to. But then once you get that out, what are we going to water? Are we going to continue to sulk and say, well, it was me, I'm stuck here, there's nothing I can do? Or are we going to get up and cultivate our own environment and grow from that? All right, y'all. That's really it. That's all I got. I really appreciate being able to just come on here and share my truth and express myself, and hopefully this resonates to somebody or with somebody. And let me know if there's anything that you guys are going through that I could be, I guess, praying for y'all about, or you know, just keeping in my thoughts, or, you know, maybe even speak on a little bit more, give y'all advice on, whatever that may be. Like, I'm here for y'all as I'm here for myself. So, this is Chiamaka signing out from the Pink Room. Love you guys.